In this video, we're going to learn the 0 and 1 shot prompting. Alright, let's start with the 0 shot prompting. The 0 shot prompting is a prompting technique that consists in providing a prompt that is not part of the training data to the model. And in this case, the LLM uses a pre-existing language model trained on diverse tasks to generate text for a new task without additional training. And well, this might sound complicated, but when you do it in ChatGPT, it's much more simple. And I'm going to show you one example. Here I have a prompt that says, translate the word house from English to Spanish. So in this case, we don't know if in the training data of ChatGPT, there is the translation of the word house from English to Spanish. And in this case, what the LLM does is generate text for a new task without additional training. So if we give this to ChatGPT, ChatGPT is going to translate this from English to Spanish, even if this wasn't in its training data. And well, that's good. That's good, but sometimes it might not work. In this case, it's always going to work because ChatGPT has training data in English and in Spanish, and probably it also has the translation. And in some particular cases, you will need to give some samples, and that's when one-shot prompting comes in handy. Whenever you cannot describe what you want but still want ChatGPT to give you answers, you can provide some examples. Let's see the following example. In this case, I have the same instruction, translate the words from English to Spanish, and now I have some samples. On the left, I have the words in English, and on the right, I have the words in Spanish. So first I have table, which is translated to Spanish to mesa, and then I have house, and I put a blank space because I want ChatGPT to complete this blank space to generate this text. And that's what one-shot prompting is about. We provide one sample to give ChatGPT a better understanding of what we're looking for. And even here, if we don't write here these instructions that says translate the words from English to Spanish, if we delete these instructions and we only type the sample table hyphen mesa and then house hyphen, sometimes in some cases ChatGPT is going to understand what we're looking for and is going to generate the right translation. And well, now let's test all of this in ChatGPT, and let's see whether ChatGPT recognizes what we're looking for by typing this. So we have table hyphen mesa, so the word in English, then the word in Spanish, and then house, and then hyphen and blank space. Let's see if ChatGPT can understand what's the goal of this prompt. So I'm going to press enter, and now let's see what ChatGPT does. So it says the word house translate to casa in Spanish. Great. So by using one-shot prompting, ChatGPT was able to understand the goal of our prompt. And this is very useful when you cannot describe in words what you're looking for. For example, I have here an example of this, and in this case, I have in my first sample, I have this sentence. I study prompt engineering techniques every day. And then I have these random letters. So if you analyze this carefully, you will see that the random letters represent the first letter of each word. For example, I here, then S in study, then P in prompt, and so on. So it's the first letter on each word. And well, in this case, I could tell ChatGPT just to extract the first letter of each word in an instruction, but let's imagine that you just cannot describe in words what you're looking for, and you just type these first letters here on the right, and on the left you type the sentence. And well, you want to get the same result on the second sentence that you have. So in this case is I like artificial intelligence. So I type hyphen. Now let's see if ChatGPT is able to understand the goal of my prompt. So I press enter, and now let's see what happens. So in this case, ChatGPT was able to recognize that I was trying to generate acronyms from sentences. However, in a previous test I did, giving just this one single sample was not enough for ChatGPT to recognize the goal of my prompt. And in these cases, what we have to do is use another prompt engineering technique called few shot prompting, and that's what we're going to learn in the next video.